And I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. Whoa.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Awesome that play. And now third down gets tougher at 3rd and 6. The defense is ready for the run pass option. Most perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he's met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And out of bounds right around the 20. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. In motion left is Watkins. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
In motion left, the tight end. To To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, with guys fielding that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes going down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The Ravens have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion left is Watkins. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this pass is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Tua, the final shot before half. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second and a couple, Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10
at the 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them, but I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10, Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here we go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point being good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general. And the quarterback is, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 31, Dolphins 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Tua to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
One last shot at the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. One final try for Tagovailoa. One last shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.